Hey guys, Warsaw here, and today we're going to be reviewing a lot of things that happened in my previous live stream. Now, I did go from US to EU for more keys and better ping because when I was on, only Oceanic people were there, and of course I would have like 400 ping. Can't play on 400 ping, so that's why we moved over to EU. Now, we're doing 16 and 17 keys, and we've already hit kind of a wall, you know, the normal rat shitters, as, well, Tater would say rat, but the rats in 10s, 12s were the people who don't do DPS, people who don't care about mechanics or don't look up anything or don't know anything about their class. Now we're doing 16s and 17s. It's even more apparent. It is rat infested. And you know what the reason is besides the normal, right? Besides, you have people, as I would say, there's people who wait for, they get like 3K at the beginning of the season, then they'll wait multiple vaults, they'll raid, they'll try and get a high item level and hope the item level will push them through without having to know their class or having to know any of the mechanics in any of the dungeons. And that's exactly what's happening. On top of just normal rat players, as Tater would say, that they just don't care about their class or anything else and expect to be carried. Now let's go see about all the wonderful things that happened in my last live stream. So of course we have Magistrate's Terrace. Now there have been a lot of hiccups in this stream in terms of like a Russian DK not using his CDs properly, healers having problems, the whole shebang, right? People make mistakes, we can accept that, but we're going to not accept this. Is that we're going to pay attention to Tom Brady and this fucking mage. Now, if you ever find Tom Brady Jr. on EU, never invite this loser because of what he did. But I blame everyone else too. So this boss is pretty easy, right? You soak Orbeez and you avoid Orbeez that like come out of other people, right? Pretty simple, nothing too crazy, right? I'm over here with the mage. So here's the best thing, right, that we're going to discover is that this is how he dies. The mage dies the first time. He's going to spew some orbs. Some orbs are going to come out here, right? He's going to move, then walk right back in the circle. He has no HP, receives no healing, is dead. And then I have to go soak, almost died to the, like, yeah. Then I res him, soaked again, totally fine. Now this would be a my fail. I had the circle, I saw this, I didn't think he was gonna go to it, right? But he saw me coming towards it, he sees the circle, but he still goes in the circle. So I think this one would be a miscommunication, and this motherfucker died instantly. Now I'm not sure if Ice Block could have saved him, like I have no idea. So he died here as well. So I got my whole side to me, but that's not even the kicker, right? So we could, the first mistake was his, I could claim this mistake and his death as well for this one. But now it comes the next mistake, which is crazy, right? So we have this spawning over here. We have the hunter all the way over here, and we have the warlock. No one is going to this circle to grab it. Everyone's low HP. Dude could turtle and walk over here to make sure he doesn't die. Healer could have Tiger's Lust, whatever the case, to walk over there. And there you go. No one walked over there. And that's the key. That's the key, pretty much. The most simplest mechanic that, now granted, it's all of their faults because all of them could have gone into that fucking circle. But we could put the particular blame on the hunter since he can move and DPS, and he could have turtled and not died, stayed in the circle, and once he was healed, you know, unturtle, whatever the case, but he just didn't. I don't know how you not see this glowing thing they added after beta, but again, 17 key ruined, super giga easy, complete fucking retards, right? Then probably the greatest thing that has ever happened to this channel. The greatest thing. I should put this in everything, right? So here's the story behind what you're about to see. Where I'm doing another Magistrate's Terrace, not my own key. Apparently, so this is what it was. It was the Paladin's key. He's a 3K, but he asked the lock to queue because people weren't queuing. Now, this is what happens when you don't fucking pay attention and you don't inspect everyone and all that kind of jazz, right? So you come to this boss, there's a crystal here that gives you a shit ton of damage. No one fucking knows this. So I ping it. They all come late. I'm like, whatever. I start pulling the boss. The lock gets it, and the lock decides to stand there. He gets fucking blocked out. And of course, little ski. And then of course he's going to die. And there goes the key. Even though I personally didn't think we were going to time this, the Paladin's DPS was bad, and he got an AUG just to boost his own DPS so he didn't look too bad. But yeah, and that was pretty much it. And then bro says reset, but we die, we don't have DPS, we come back, it literally fails. Like, I don't understand anything about it. So these are the kind of people you're dealing with here. Next level retarded shit. My reaction is pretty good, but I'm covering up my reaction. So next up, we are going to do it's a double Skyreach, I think. It's this guy's key, the Warlock, and we're searching for mounts right now. But it's mainly this hunter. I don't know. Again, the same thing is never invite a hunter. Like he dies on this first pull. Not sure to what. Again, no, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a DPS or a damage cooldown, but he's not using anything else. And he just dies within a global. Yeah, he just, no reaction time whatsoever. No like, oh shit button, I should turtle or I should do something. I wish maybe someone in the comments could tell me, what is it with hunters and not clicking turtle and expecting to be healed? I know you can't deal damage inside of turtle, but can't you turtle, be healed, and then have a macro to click it off or something? So it's like bop, you know what I mean? So you could at least save yourself, because dying is not going to help you. And then we have the legendary first boss of Skyreach. This is a huge pug killer besides the whole fucking dungeon, right? Because people cannot finesse these little orbs to drop them and then get out of the way before you take damage, or using a CD if you know you're not going to make it or something like that to reduce your damage. I don't fucking get it. But basically the hunter here, let's see here. Where is he? Where's the huntard? Oh, we're going to see him here. So he's right here. I think this is what's going to happen. Don't quote me. He's going to, you can already see it. Either he's going to die from the hit or be bounced into it and die. So he put it down, got bounced into it, and then died, or got hit by the wind and died. You know, like there's some kind of like finesse with this that like people just really fail on this boss about. And the paladin died to something here too, but I think all my shitty CDs are in the fucking way. Yeah, he just insta died. I think he got clipped by the chakram or whatever it's called. Where's the paladin? Paladin's right here. Yeah, he got hit by it. So he got insta killed by that. Again, I think out of the whole season, out of all the dungeons I've done, I've only got hit by it twice. And that's me being retarded. I could recover from it, but these mechanics in of themselves are like a DPS nightmare. So this is the next one. This next one is going to be a favorite of mine. This guy is a two-parter. So we redid the Skyreach. Again, it's the Warlock's key, the previous one on this one. He kept us and kept the Druid. Druid was okay. And that he decided to get a Paladin and a AUG. Never get the AUG. But anyways, the healer is trying to be cool. In this, like, I understand maximizing space or whatever, but he's going to run. Here's the Druid. He's going to run over here, and he's just seeing it now, dude, is really funny. I thought so here's what I thought. I thought that he came running here, then this came down and he got booped off. But the fact that he got booped into this, because did the paladin place that there? Yeah, the paladin placed it there. See, look, he didn't know where to go. Again, bad spatial awareness, right? He could have placed it anywhere else. He could have placed it over here. He has reach. The fact that this guy bumped in, he just happened to place it there, bumped, dead, off. I think I res him. Oh yeah, I totally forgot, dude. Oh, we spoiled it. We resed him. And if he would have accepted it right now, right this second, he would have been fine. But then he just like accepts it at the word. Like, I understand in a Mythic Plus setting, you want to know what killed you, but like you have to accept the res, or at least pay attention to what's going on if you can see it from there. I don't know if he's on the floor, if his body got teleported over here or not. People just wait, and sometimes you need to be fast about it. So he reses right into, because I resed him here. There he goes. He dies in the wind. I mean, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? So we survived, right? We were able to kill the boss, but he does something else that is just fantastic. And I haven't seen it. This would be my live reaction to it. All right. So we're at the point now. So we're doing this boss, and here's the druid. Let's watch him. Did you see it? So what happened was, I think Nerd said it, is that I thought he had aggro and he got hit by the melee and it was Jover. But he was drinking, he goes to cat form, and I guess something like he just ran right into the center. If you don't know, the center does damage. You do not step into the center. He just pounced or whatever druid ability, and he just instantly got one shot on a 17 that, like, I don't know. He just got fucked up. And these are the kind of people you're dealing with. Obviously, we didn't time the key. It was going to be really 6 deaths already at this boss is pretty much a no-go, and DPS is already kind of lackluster. But again, I mean, these are some pretty good examples. If you go through the whole VOD, right? If you go through the whole VOD, you look at all the stuff of people just not doing damage enough, people just dying to random stuff, people using their CDs in the most weirdest spot. It's just all over. And then again, the inflated item level that people are getting, they think they can do all of the hard content, 17s, 18s, or whatever, 16, 17, 18s, and they're just going to get clapped because they don't understand what's going on in the dungeon, and the dungeons are not that difficult to understand. To watch a video, to do a 12, 13, 14, and be like, oh, okay, this is what happens when you skip key levels as well, and we just see it all the time. But I do have one bonus that I just remembered. I just remembered the bonuses here. So in this bonus clip, I totally forgot, there is a shaman called Jack is Black. If you ever see this guy, never invite him, right? So of course we're doing a Windrunner Spire 17. We did time, not this one, a different one, of course. So I do my normal pull, right? We're going to pull the whole center. We're going to try and build some, you know, we're going to do all of our shtick, right? We're gathering up all the mobs, getting all my shit done, and as you can see, he goes ham. He couldn't wait a 2 extra seconds or anything like that, and he gets giga smacked by 2 mobs. Now, he could have waited a little bit for me to get my blood boil up. I'm still gathering another 2 seconds, 3 seconds. It wouldn't have hurt him at all, but he decided to get giga smacked, right? And this is where he's like, are you fucking serious, tank? He blames me. Maybe you wait a second, as the warlock is. I gave him way too much. Again, and also he was like 3K. Blames me. All good. Let me avoid you real quick. Of course, we remembered him. And then I think that's what you get with the, oh, he's at 3.3K. I don't speak garbage. The new gear gives the rats some hope, and yes, and the luck. Agreed. Basically, like, Jack, you need to use your defensive on that pull as well. The druid said defensives on a group up, and I'm guessing that was like a question or something, and I just typed LMAO. I don't know what the vote to abandon was, and he was removed from the party. So again, a group up, yeah, you would use the defensive. You got the arcane salvo and possibly any of the bolts or whatever the fuck they're called that are going to be hitting people that people miss or whatever. So why wouldn't you use a defensive? Why wouldn't you? Again, the whole point, my statement stands. You give rats gear, as Tater would say, the rats just, and they don't know anything, right? Shit is bonkers. He could have waited a couple of seconds. Maybe I could have blood boiled a little bit early. Who the fuck? Like, waiting 2 extra seconds doesn't matter. And then guess what? For anyone who thinks I was a little bit too harsh, we timed. We literally had no problems doing this pull. No one died. No one had any issues. Nothing. And we timed the 17. So I don't know, man. Shit's crazy. Shit is very crazy. And this is actually the run that with this weird Russian DK who like didn't know how to use his defensives at all. Is pretty wild. But anyways, guys, that's going to end the video for today. This is what we've been experiencing going through the shit keys of 15, 16, 17s and stuff. You know, again, I already know gear inflation is going to cause this. It's the end of the season. kind of think people are getting conked out, whatever the case, but damn, dude, it's brutal out here. It's very, very brutal. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Peace.